Welcome back to the show with H and Joe, except it's just me today. You already seen like 3 mini episodes of H, and I told H today that I wanted to do a mini episode by myself because I have gotten tons, and I mean tons, I wish I could show y'all, of messages asking how am I doing and how am I coping with things, guys. I hate that question in general just because it's kind of hard to explain just how I'm feeling. And B, I feel like if I post anything semi remotely, like normal, I don't know if people are like, what the hell is wrong with her? Like, why is she back to normal? Or if people are like, does she not care? Like, I feel like people just don't know how to take it whenever I just post regular stuff after something like this happens. So I am going to try to make this one short because I don't want it to be very long. It's supposed to be a mini one, but we'll see. There probably will. It's going to be very emotional, probably, like more than likely. I'll probably cry. But I just wanted to get on here and answer some of y'all's questions and kill some of the curiosity of what's going on um, and how I'm feeling. So when I say that I'm angry, that does not mean that I'm not sad, guys. I am sad, but I feel like this has happened to me so many times that if I dwelled on every single miscarriage that I've had and every loss that I've had, I probably wouldn't be here today. Like, who knows? Maybe I would have got on drugs. Like, not that I've ever done drugs, but like, I literally just don't know what or who I'd be if I dwelled on, like I said, every loss that I've had. Whenever I was 16 and we lost our first daughter, she was stillborn. I had her at 27 weeks. And just like this past miscarriage, all of this happened one day, literally to the next, guys. So I was mad when that happened. I was so mad. I was the girl that was like, dang, why is that girl having babies? She does drugs or she already has kids and they've taken those kids away from her. I was that girl, like being very judgmental the first time that we lost our first daughter at 27 weeks. I was 16, guys. So just being a young teen parent is just a lot in general. And then going through that, I feel like we don't talk about that enough neither. Whenever like teen pregnancy happens, I don't feel like we like us as teenagers, myself included, thought of none of that. You just think about like, oh, I'm gonna have a baby and with the guy that I'm so in love with and think I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with. Like we don't think of all the negative things. So when I lost our daughter at 16, I was mad, guys. Like I said, I was angry. I was sad. I was heartbroken. I was even mad at God for a very, 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 very long time. I don't know how you guys talk to God in y'all's head or just talk to God in general, but I'm constantly talking to him in my head 24/7. Um, and I just remember my mind being so quiet. And then just one day I just started talking to him again. I was so angry at him because I was like, how could you do this to me? Like, would have been like a good mother, like H would have been a good father. Um, it was just like a lot. Like, it was a lot, but it was also different because I got to grieve how I wanted to grieve because I didn't have kids. So if I wanted to lock myself in mine and H's room because I was feeling sad that day, I could do that back then. Now it's a little bit different because I have other kids that I have to get up and cook for, and I still have to clean and, do everyday stuff. And again, like I said, I can't just not go back to normal because I have other people depending on me, guys. So no, I'm not okay, and I don't know, and honestly I don't know how I'm coping with it. I don't know if I'm coping with this the right way because people are like,
you need to take time for yourself, and it's okay for you not to be okay and not take care of other people. But I I don't have that, and I'm kind of scared to have that because like me just going back to normal and trying to cope with things and go back to our day-to-day stuff is kind of what keeps me going, guys. And like I said, this time I'm more angry than anything, but I think I'm more angry because our first off with Cadence, a lot of people after she passed away, and I mean like years and years later, literally told me like that they felt like us losing Cadence was a test to mine and H's relationship because I don't know if they felt like me and him were just forced together because I had got kicked out of my house or because we were always arguing. I don't know what it was that they just didn't think me and him were gonna be together. So I guess us losing our first daughter, everybody around us thought like that was our way out of the relationship. And so here we are 15 years later, but um it just sucked that they did think that. And my second miscarriage and being, of course, I had all three girls, and then after Medley, a few years later, I came out pregnant, and the same thing happened. And um, whenever I did come out pregnant, I was like so stressed because we're still not where we want to be financially, but we were living with my grandparents still, and I had already had Medley there, so I was stressed out and all of that. So I was a little, not that I was okay with it, but I was like, I was more like, well, we're not in the right time, like financially, so maybe that's why it happened. Maybe, this is why it happened. And we had started, I think, I want to say we had already started going to church. So I was a little bit more like, I just had faith in general, like, this is why this happened. Like, maybe God will bless me, like, later on in life with another baby. So I was sad because it's just sad, guys, like, to go through that because, like I said, I don't know that I'm miscarrying, which having any kind of miscarriage just sucks, guys. But it's just like a slap in the face. Like, you think you're going to the doctor and like everything's okay, and then they tell you like, actually, it's not okay, and it sucks. So that one did suck too. And then I had to have surgery that first time as well, and so that one just sucked, and it made me, and I was sad. I was sad for a while, and then we end up coming out pregnant in 2024, I want to say. And I want to say me and H were already legally married, maybe not. But anyways, that one I was like further along, guys. So I had to give birth to, we named him Job. We had another boy. The first one was a boy, and then this other one was a boy. And then the one I just lost recently was a boy too. So we named him Job Anthony, from the Bible, because we just felt like, I don't know the Bible front and back or the whole story, but I just know that he lost everything and God blessed him later on in life. So we just felt like that name was just perfect at the time. We still haven't named this one. I'm looking at names still. But so I had to give birth. I was in the hospital for like 2 or 3 days with that one. And that one I was sad too because I felt like we were like on track. Like we had moved into our house. We had I was working, H was working. So everything was good financially, and me and H were good, like probably the best that we've ever been in our relationship, just how we were towards each other and stuff. So I was like, oh, okay. So I was sad and angry too at that time because, again, like I said, I was excited that, what you call it? Hold on, guys. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing on here. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up. Um, but I was sad. I was sad with that one too. And then after that one, I really didn't want to try for like another kid. I got on birth control right after that one. Like there was no ifs, ands, or buts. I was going to be on birth control after that one. And they sent us to the fertility doctor. And that's when we ended up finding out that I had that deficiency that caused blood clots. So
that was just scary in general, like, you know, to know that I had that. And then I was like, I don't want to do this again. Like, I don't want to come out pregnant again because I'm scared. Like I don't think I can handle like another loss. So for me to tell you that we weren't trying, guys, to come out pregnant. I had been on birth control forever, and then I found out I had that blood clot deficiency. So I had to stop taking birth control. I can probably only take like 4 birth controls, if that. Um, because if y'all know, birth control just causes blood clots in general. So me having that, it just extra scary. So H was like, get off of birth control. Like, why would you like risk your life like if you already have that? And then the birth control, and I was like, okay. So I hadn't been on birth control for like 2 years. So I didn't think I could come out pregnant. So this time, whenever I did come out pregnant, of course I was scared, guys. Like, I was scared shitless. Like, but I had like so much faith that nothing was gonna happen because we were living right. We were trying to go to church. We had legally got married. Like, we were doing everything that one thinks you're supposed to be doing. So I just had faith that this one like was gonna make it. But that Thursday that we had an appointment, I want to say we even went live that Thursday. I just knew that there was something wrong, and I don't know how to explain it. I feel like if you've gone through losses before, like, you just know, and you don't know what it is, because like, it's not that the baby stopped moving. You just have this feeling inside that I don't know how to explain. You just know something is not right. So Thursday I did know, which was the day of my appointment, that something was not right, which actually the night before I had kind of just had that feeling that something wasn't right. So when I went to the doctor and they told me, I was just kind of like at a, like, shocked, I want to say. Shocked, but not shocked, but just like I freaking knew it, like, you know? So it sucked. And like I said, I was more mad when it happened because I'm just like I was doing everything I was supposed to. Like I said, I felt like me and H were legally married now. Like, we were one, we were going to church. Like, I just felt like we were like doing everything right. I hurried up and fought with like the doctors before I even had insurance so I could get started on those injections, because I knew I needed to get started on them as soon as possible. So I felt like I did everything, and I was advocating for myself and doing everything that I was supposed to do, and then it happened. So I'm, like I said, I'm more angry, and like people keep asking me like, how are you coping? I'm like, I don't, honestly, I don't know how I'm coping, guys. I feel like I'm coping okay for the most part. I really haven't cried because you can only cry so much, guys. And maybe this week, since I'm home by myself, I will cry. But I just really haven't cried because I've been more just pissed off about all of this whole situation. It's um me not being like 100% yet. Yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday was the first day that I actually went out into the stores and like got off and walked and stuff. Got off at the store and like walked to get stuff that we needed. And it just sucks because I still feel like I'm not 100%. But I'm angry, guys. I'm pissed off. Like, there's really nothing that I can do, that anybody can do, that can make me feel better, guys. And it sucks because I know everybody tells you, like, when people lose somebody, I hate telling people I'm so sorry for your loss, because I know personally, like, that it's like the right thing to say, but that's not gonna make you feel better or bring the person back or bring your baby back, and it freaking sucks. So just people just asking me how I'm doing, like, I don't know if they want me to say like I'm doing horrible. I don't know, like, I'm not doing horrible, but I know I'm not where I want to be mentally or physically. I'm trying not to be upset with God because I don't want to be upset with him like I was the last time, because it was very quiet and lonely when I was. So I'm really trying to keep my faith. And I know not everybody believes in stuff like that, but I do, and that's what kind of keeps me going too most of the days, is
that I still have faith um in God and all the things that he does. Even whenever you don't understand it or it like hurts. Um like a lot of us don't want to believe that he'd do something to break our hearts, but sometimes that's just part of his plan for us, and maybe later on in life we'll understand what it is. But right now I'm just trying to be thankful and grateful for the girls that we do have, that my kids are healthy and they're growing. And I keep on saying, maybe I'm not meant to be a boy mom. Maybe I'm meant to be a boy grandma later on in life. Because right now, and I keep on saying it, and it sucks because I wasn't done ready or done having kids. And I feel like I'm like forced to be done having kids. And I think that's like the hardest part of it all, is because most people that are don't want kids no more, it's like they have the choice to be done um having kids. And I feel like I didn't have that choice, and I don't have that choice because, like I said, I don't think I could mentally try to be okay like I'm trying to be right now another time if anything did happen. And I don't think my body could physically go through all that again, just because, not just because of surgery, but I just think like it's just traumatizing to your body, like, and like your mental state going through all of that. And yes, thankfully I have H to lean on too with all of this, but I feel like whenever you have so many losses, like H has said it before, um you're just so numb to it. And I feel like he's so numb to it, and I don't like force him to like be sad or like to understand like today I'm fine and tomorrow I'm not, and I'm crying and I'm angry. I don't expect him to like understand me 100% because we all grieve differently. Where like me and him both grieve differently. He's, for all I know, he could be okay next week about all this, and it could take me a whole year, or like a whole lifetime, guys. So I'm not okay. I'm trying to be okay. And every time I was laughing and making fun of myself, every time something shitty like this happens, I always pick up a hobby. Like the last time I started making chocolate covered strawberries, and I jokingly told H, I wonder what hobby I'm going to pick up this time, like to keep myself busy. Like I'm always just trying to do something and stay busy and have no time to like really think about anything, which it's been hard because I haven't been able to sleep, and it sucks. So I've just been like, I'll go to sleep and I'll wake up. So it sucks. But I don't know, guys. I'm coping as best as I can, I guess I can say. I have faith. I'm praying. There's this one song that I've always listened to, is the Christian song that I had always listened to, and I never knew what it was about. And not this miscarriage, with the miscarriage before, I was just listening to it and it hit me, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's talking about a miscarriage. So I Google it, and sure enough, that's what it was. It's from Hillary Scott, and it's called Thy Will. And that song has gotten me through a lot. And I don't know if I'm gonna be okay, guys. Tomorrow, a friend invited me to take Medley to the Discovery Center, and I might go. I feel like I just can't be home, but I also know I can't avoid everything neither. Like one day it's gonna hit me, you know? But right now, I'm just really, really upset on how all this happened. And it's just, whenever you go through stuff like that, you're just always like, what else? What's next? What did I do? Can I had done something different? And I don't know if it's just me or other women that have experienced this too, if like you literally feel like your body just betrayed you, like as a woman. And it sucks. It sucks because I don't know, it just sucks. But like I said, guys, I'm coping with it as best as I can. um just I'm just pissed off right now, very irritated. Like I don't want to just say in general, but I'm just irritated with all of this. Like I said, um, I try not to think like, oh well, there's horrible moms out there. There's parents that don't want their kids and so forth. I try not to think like that. I'm trying not to think like that. Um, and just like I said, maybe I'm not meant to be a boy mom. Maybe I'm meant to be a girl mom, and I have 3 healthy children, and maybe later on my girls will give me a grandson. So, but for the most part, guys, I guess I'm okay as I can be. And I feel like anybody that's gone through a miscarriage or pregnancy loss in in any form, you just learn how to be okay. And like I said, I at least not a big platform, but I at least have this like to let it out. There's so many women that go through this by themselves or in silence because they didn't announce that they were pregnant, or it's happened so many times that they probably have people around them that are like, "Oh my gosh, be quiet already," because I have had people tell other people that I know like she needs to shut that I need to shut up already about my miscarriage, that I could just make more kids basically. So, which that person would never tell me that to my face, but yeah. So it just sucks. Like I said, I at least have I have family, I have friends that I can lean on. I have y'all that check in on me, and there's some women that have nobody to check on them. So I just try to be grateful for all those little things that I have that I know other women may not have, or she just has her husband. And like I said, us as women, we forget that our husbands are grieving too. So sometimes that like pulls you apart from your husband, like losing a kid. And like even statistically, like people that pregnancy loss and lose kids and stuff like that, like they don't last, just because like I said, I feel like one person always grieves more than the other, and sometimes that's okay. Sometimes it's okay, and sometimes it's needed for one person to grieve more than the other, because imagine two grieving people at the same time that just want to give up on life, or just want to hide in a corner, or just want to lock themselves in the room. Like that would just be scary. But like I said, I'm coping for the most part. I'm trying to get back to normal. So if y'all see me posting normal happy stuff on social media, and us posting stuff, guys, it doesn't mean that we're 100% okay. We're just trying to take everything day by day, shit, even hour by hour, minute by minute. Like we're just trying to take it all day by day and see how we're feeling and see what our next step is. And like I said, I enjoy doing this. I enjoy, like, I wanted to make a video just because, like I said, this is such like a taboo subject that nobody like wants to talk about. Like everything's like it makes other people feel uncomfortable talking about this, and or nobody wants to answer the questions or ask the questions about like what happened. That's why I've tried to be very transparent about what's going on. The only thing I didn't want to talk about is the surgery that I had, just because if you Google it, what it means, and I did not get an abortion. I don't believe in that. Might get canceled for that one. But so that was the only thing that I didn't want to be very transparent about, because like I said, what they label it as medically, it's considered an abortion. Even if you miscarry and stuff like that, that's what it's considered. So that's the only thing that I felt like I kind of held back on saying what procedure that I had, because that's what it's considered. And but no, guys, I'm okay. H is okay for the most part. Our girls are okay. I know they're still kind of sad, like they still kind of say stuff, but I feel like they kind of hold back too, because they don't want to make me sad. But we're just rolling with it, trying to get back to normal. I go to work. I'm supposed to go back to work on Wednesday, so you will see us posting normal stuff. You will see me laughing. You will see me crying. You will see me like in a week posting something sad on Facebook because I'm sad. Um, and maybe not. I don't know. Like right now, like I said, I'm just angry, and I'm trying to be okay with everything that's going on. But for the most part, I'm just angry. I'm just pissed off. Like I probably need to go yell. I wish we still had one of those places that you can go break glasses and shit like that. I wish we still had that. But other than that, for the most part, I'm okay.
I'm taking care of myself. Um, us doing videos has actually made me get up and get dressed and stuff. So that's been making me feel better, like getting up, putting on makeup, and doing my hair and stuff like that. Because, like they say, when you look good, you feel good. And I 100% agree with that. But I just wanted to hop on here and I guess who knows? Maybe I'll make a little diary of how I'm feeling every day. I don't know. But I just wanted to get on here and just tell y'all guys that I'm okay and I'm coping with all of this as good as I can, because I don't really think there's a right or wrong way to cope with losing a baby or losing a parent, losing a kid, losing a spouse. Like, I don't think there's a right way to cope with it. You just, like I said, you just take it day by day. And people are telling me that I'm so strong. I'm not, guys. I just have to be. You just have to keep on going. You have to keep on pushing for your kids that you do have, for your spouse that you do have, for the future, because we do not know what the future holds, even though I'm sure we all wish we did know what the future holds. So I just feel like you just gotta keep going and hope for the best. And if you believe in a higher power, if you believe in God, if you believe in Jesus Christ, I just feel like you just gotta like have your faith. And that's what I'm holding on to when I keep on saying that. Thank y'all for the prayers. I truly mean it, guys, because I feel like faith is all I have left and that I'm holding on to keep me together. So y'all keep praying for me or send y'all's positive vibes, whatever, because like I said, that's all I have left is my faith, guys, and my husband and my girls. So that's what's keeping me going. But anyways, guys, thank y'all for the love, the support, and tuning in to me and H when we're just normal regular people going through normal stuff that happens to other people that just don't have a platform to talk about stuff. So we appreciate y'all for sharing, liking, commenting, and doing all the things. Like I said, we enjoy doing this, and I enjoy kind of informing people on stuff. And I'm okay with being an open book, because maybe somebody will come across this video that needs it. Because I remember when I went through my first loss, I was Googling, YouTubing, and just wanting to see if there was somebody out there that could relate to how I was feeling, if it was normal for me to be angry at God, if it was normal for me to feel this way, if it was normal for me not to be sad, or for me to be happy. So hopefully this video comes across to somebody that just needs somebody to know what they're going through. And my inbox and everything is always open, guys, to talk to you guys, because I know it sucks when you don't have nobody to talk to, or you don't want to sound like a broken record to the friends that are reaching out to you or to your husband. But yeah, guys, thank y'all so much. We will see y'all next time.